Hello friends, today I will discuss on aromatic amines. Now look at how can we prepare aromatic amines from different other aromatic compound. First one, nitrobenzene. So on reduction with tin HCl, this nitro group will convert into amine compound. Then second one, chlorobenzene, we can convert into aniline by using ammonia at very high temperature. Third one, phenol, we can convert into aniline by using ammonia and anhydrous zinc chloride. Anhydrous zinc chloride, it acts as a catalyst, it's here. So at high temperature it will convert into NH2 and this is benzamide. By using Br2KOH we can convert this group into amine group. This is called Hofmann bromide degradation. So these are some preparations by which we can prepare aniline from different aromatic compound. Now let's see about properties. First one is Martius reaction. In this reaction, aniline aniline will react with methyl chloride. It will be 4 equivalent. So 4 and it will be 3 equivalent. So NCH3 whole 3 plus Cl minus. Now if you heat it at 300 degrees Celsius, then the methyl groups will come in the ortho-para position. These three methyl groups will come in the ortho-para positions. This type of rearrangement is called Hofmann-Martius rearrangement. Now diazo reaction, it is very important reaction. What happens in this reaction? Aniline on reaction with NaNO2 and HCl at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius, it will convert into N2 plus Cl minus, benzene diazonium chloride. So NH2 group will convert into this N2 plus Cl minus group. This is called benzene diazonium chloride. Its bonding will be like that. N double bond N. Here is plus, chlorine will be with this nitrogen. Chlorine will bonded with this nitrogen atom. Here one electrophile will generate NO plus nitronium ion. By reaction with these two reagents, one electrophile will generate, that is nitronium ion, and this nitronium ion will make bond with this nitrogen. So N H and double bond O. Now water will eliminate N double bond N. Here is another hydrogen. It will come again water. It will take H plus, this H plus. So it will convert into this structure. So this is the mechanism how this NH2 groups convert into N2 plus Cl minus ion. And here one electrophile, that is nitronium ion, is generated from these two reagents, and this electrophile attack on NH2. Now one important thing of this reaction, the temperature is very low. You can't do these reactions at high temperature, because if you go to do this reaction at higher temperature, then this nitrogen gas will goes out from the structure. So this bond will break. And it will goes as N2 plus and nitrogen gas. It will goes as nitrogen gas. So temperature must have to be kept at this range, 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Now reaction 3, oxidation of aniline. So If you use different kinds of oxidizing agents, you will have different kinds of product. For example, if we use chromic acid, it will oxidize and produce parabenzoquinone. This is parabenzoquinone. Again, on oxidation with H2SO5, persulfuric acid, it will convert into nitrosobenzene. This is nitrosobenzene. Again, on oxidation with trifluoroperoxytic acid, this NH2 group will convert into nitro group, that is nitrobenzene will produce. So these are the oxidation reactions of anilines. Next reaction, halogenation of anilines. If we react with chlorine water, then there will be 3 chlorine at orthopara positions and you will have a white precipitate. We will call it 2,4,6 trichloroaniline. If you react with bromine water, then there will be 3 bromine at ortho and para positions. Again, you will have a white precipitate at here. So these two reactions you can also use for identification test. And if you react with iodine water, then one iodine will enter at para positions. Here iodine will not come in ortho position because of large size. There will be interaction, steric interaction, and because of these steric interactions, none of the iodine can enter at ortho positions. That's why only one iodine will enter at para position. Next reaction is Sandmeyer reaction. Here benzene diazonium chloride, if you react with copper X, X means chlorine bromine cyanide in one of them. Here HX, same thing. Then what will happen? This X will attack here, nitrogen gas will go. So you will be X at here. That means by using this reaction, you can convert diazonium chloride to chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, and cyanobenzene. Again, Getterman reactions. If we use HX plus copper, see the difference between these two reactions. Here X is with copper, and here there is no X with copper. Here only copper metal is used. That is Getterman reaction. This is the difference, but the product is same. X will attack here, nitrogen gas will go. So you can prepare using chlorobenzene or bromobenzene by Getterman reaction. Next one is Schimmel reactions. In this reaction, we can prepare fluorobenzene. This is the best way to prepare fluorobenzene. And the reaction is, if we react with HbF4, so acid with benzene diazonium chloride, then here HCl will eliminate, then and you will have a salt like this. Okay. Now upon heating, one of the fluorine atom will attach with the benzene ring, and nitrogen gas will goes and BF3 will you have. Now iodobenzene, we can prepare iodobenzene from benzene diazonium chloride also. By heating with Ki, potassium iodide, one iodine atom will attach at here. So this way different kinds of halogen we can attach in the benzene ring by using benzene diazonium chloride. Now next one is coupling reactions. In these reactions, benzene diazonium chloride will react with phenol and produce a para-hydroxybenzene. There will be this N bond end. We will call it as azo bond. Azo compound. Whenever you have N double bond and such type of compound, then we will call them azo compound. Here, how these two compounds combine together and form a azobenzene, I am showing the mechanism here. Here, this N double bond, triple bond N plus this phenol. So it has a lone pair. If it will participate in resonance, then this lone pair will come in the para position and it will attack at this nitrogen atom and it will neutralize. So let's see what is the structure we got. This is the benzene ring. This is N double bond N, because one of the bond comes towards this nitrogen atom, so it will be double bonded. Now this benzene ring attached through para position. Double bond OH. So now it is not aromatic, so it will resonance. This para-hydrogen, it will participate in resonance and it will be aromatic in nature, and you will get this para-hydroxy as benzene. So by this way, benzene diazonium chloride will react together and form a azo compound. Now if we use beta-naphthol, the structure of beta-naphthol is like this. This is naphthalene. So if you add OH, this is alpha position, this is beta position. So hydroxy at beta position, so we will call it as beta-naphthol. So if we react with beta-naphthol, what will happen? I am drawing this as like that. So lone pair will come in resonance and it will go and it will attack at this position. So we are having like that. This one, then O double bond H, it will be positive, then here N double bond N, and that will be benzene. Okay. Now it is not aromatic. Now this hydrogen will have to fulfill its aromatic nature. So it will convert into. So if we react with beta-naphthol, then there will be azo product like that. Now if we react with aniline, what will happen? If we react with NH2 by using CH3COO Na. So if we react with aniline, this lone pair will attack directly at this position, and the product will be, this is N bonded coupling, this is N bonded coupling. Now if we add aniline, this is aniline with HCl, then the structure will rearrange and the product will be, then here will be, this is C bonded. Now if we react with aniline, this salt, this nucleophile will take this hydrogen and the electron will come towards this nitrogen, and this negatively charged will attack at this nitrogen. So we will have a N bonded coupling product. The structure will be, this is N bonded azo product. Now if we use acidic medium, if we add a acid, then this structure will rearrange. How? And it will convert into C bonded coupling product. So at first step it will convert into N bonded azo product, and again if we use acidic medium, then it will convert into C bonded azo product. Now this is another type of reaction where we will found if there is two NO2 group, then one of them will reduce into NH2 group. For example, this is metadinitrobenzene. If we use ammonium thiol in presence of alcohol, this NO2 group is converted into NH2 group. And if we have any other group like methyl or NH2 group and or NO2 group at ortho and para position, then see, in case of methyl groups, this NO2 groups it convert into NH2. This is remain intact. It will not reduce. And in case of if you have NH2, then this NO2 will convert this NO2 will convert into NH2, and this one will not reduce. So you just learn this and remember these three reactions. Very much important. It can come in exam also. Okay. So this is all about today's class, and please mention your doubt in the comment box, and I will discuss your doubt in the next class. And thank you for watching, and please subscribe my channel.